Hey, Fort Smith, welcome to Give Me 5 minutes with Fort Smith City Director Neil Martin, where we talk about the events that happened last week and we look ahead to what's going on this week. Can you believe we're almost to the end of July? August is coming up, school's going to be coming up, time is moving fast. Let's go ahead and jump into last week. On Tuesday, July 23rd, we had a regular meeting. And we had a couple disagreements, voting differences. I'll go over a few of those. We disagreed on amending the municipal code to add staffing services to our list of professional services. Directors Christina Katsavis and George Katsavis were against that. We disagreed on accepting the third-party review of the internal audit for the Fort Smith Animal Haven. That was a 4-3 vote, similar to when we went ahead and voted for a third-party review. There were 3 votes for, 4 votes for, 3 against, me and Director George Katsavis and Christina Katsavis. We also disagreed on amending the operating budget and appropriating funds for personnel and capital recommendations. So adding new staff, adding capital equipment to the 2024 budget. Director George Katsavis and I disagreed on that one. And then we've had a final disagreement around the Make My Move program. This is a program that offers financial incentives to folks from outside of our area to move to Fort Smith. We were going to add some additional financial incentives to that. That passed 5-2 with Director George Katsavis and Christina Katsavis voting against it. I encourage you to go to fortsmithar.gov/watch. There you can see the full agenda. You can see how all your directors voted on every item. And you can also see the discussion that happened around all of those items. Now, this coming Tuesday, July 30th, we have a study session. In this study session, we'll be hearing from Fort Smith Animal Haven. We're going to see a proposal or a proposed design of their new animal shelter. And then we'll also have some time to talk about Animal Haven with their board of directors. I know that will be a good opportunity for us to get an update of what's going on at Animal Haven. They'll be able to answer some questions for us, so I look forward to having that discussion. We'll also be talking about the establishment of a utility committee. What that means, what that might look like, what the makeup of it will be. We'll get a chance to talk about that. That was proposed in a previous meeting, having a utility committee to address various utility needs, especially since water rates were voted to be raised in October. And then also, we're going to be looking at the scoring criteria for the 2025 allocations of the CDBG and home program funds. These are federal dollars that come into our area that are used for a variety of different things. And the board has expressed has wanted to play a bigger role into that and to see how those dollars are allocated. So we're going to be looking at that scoring criteria, looking at some various pieces of that program. So we'll get to speak into that a little bit. So I encourage you, everybody, to come down to the Blue Line, 101 North 2nd Street in downtown Fort Smith. I'd love to get a chance to meet you. That's where we have all of our meetings, and you can see and hear all that goes on as a part of that study session. That's it for this week's Give Me 5. I hope the information was informative and made you better aware of the items that are in front of your board of directors. Everybody have a great week. It's going to start getting warmer. Stay cool. Have a good week. And we'll do this again next Sunday on Give Me 5.